What's cracking, what's cracking. Now, I'm making this video in regards to my friend, Sean Roden. Now, I've been seeing a lot of peoples that broke their neck to make videos, like, what's that dude? What's his name? Nick Trigilli. Like him of all peoples, keep in mind he just made a video slandering the fuck out of Sean before Sean passed about the incident with his wife and all of this shit. And then he had the audacity to make another video once Sean passed, like he's sad or some shit. It's that fake shit. You know, a lot of people took straight to YouTube to put Sean's name in a title just so they could get clickbait. And the funny thing is, nobody other than Nick Strength and Power did an interview or whatnot with Sean before, once, you know, the incident and everything happened and all that. He did an interview with him. It was a really dope when he showed him respect and everything. But outside of Nick, but no one that's making videos right now have ever used a platform to speak in Sean's defense, to be like, hey, we letting the world know that we stand with you. We letting the world know that we support you. I'm the only motherfucker that put multiple videos out speaking on how I felt the bodybuilding industry is handling Sean. I'm the only one that spoke on how I know that the allegations from that bitch was bullshit, because a woman could yell anything and us men is gonna be held guilty already from the gate. I'm the only one that gave Sean Roden his flowers while he was here. And I'm talking about by using my platform. And let's keep in mind, my platform ain't that big when it comes to numbers. However, I have a really nice platform, but we have those that have bigger platforms that didn't use this. Now, Jay Cutler, great friend of mine. He was another one. He didn't use his platform to speak on how they railroaded him. He used his platform to keep positive light on Sean. You see what I'm saying? So there was no need for him to use his platform to speak on anything like that, because Jay is not that type of person. He's more laid back. He don't tell you what you should do. He just say, I would do it this way, do it how you want, but this is how I would do it. That's how Jay is. Big Jay is just like that. He used his platform to bring positive light on him. He let Sean tell his story on his channel like he did with me. He do that all the time with me. Jay always let me use his platform to tell my story in a positive light, because he know in fitness, I get mistreated a lot. You know, regardless if people feel like I was wrong for smacking Rich Piana or not, at the end of the day, I'm a grown man and I give respect. And when respect is not given to me, if I find myself backed up in a corner, I have no other choice but to protect myself by all means. Moving along, that's what Big J Cutler does. He used his platform to let the person tell a story, to bring positive spotlight to a person. You see what I'm saying? Sean passing hurt a lot of us. A lot of us is friends with him. Those that truly know Sean Roden knows that he'll give you his shirt off his back. You know what I'm saying? I said it while he was here. Like, they took food from his table. They cut his legs off to where it was so hard for him to provide for himself and his daughter. And I will always say, Sean, how is it that you just go on about your day and everybody is throwing daggers at you? He said, brother, I just let it roll off my back. I let it roll off my back. You know, when I went out to Vegas, me and my guys, and Sean was already filming. First, he came to meet me. Me and Sean talked every single day, whether it was through DM, text message, FaceTime, or a phone call. We talked every day. I could get up at 7 a.m., get ready to take my daughter to school. I call him, we shoot the shit. And he was always in good spirit, even though, you know, me and Sean, we the same. He's April 2nd, I'm April 3rd. So we keep a lot of stuff emotionally bottled up. So it's a lot of stress or whatnot that we don't really like to bleed on many. But we always had fun times and serious times and everything. You know, we would sit there and shoot the shit. Sean Roden was the first person in our business knew that I was gonna start a fucking OnlyFans. I said, I'm gonna be the naked chef cooking. You know what I'm saying? And he died laughing. I said, you need to start one too. he, was, he was just dying laughing. We talked about that topic for about an hour sitting in the gym. And I was like, I'm serious. And when I did it, he was just like, what the fuck? Like, your ass don't give a fuck about shit. I just learned to not care what people think or say about me. And when I seen Sean Ray interview on RX Muscle, I was, I ain't gonna say disappointed because I expect that from Sean. Sean, a decent person. He never rubbed me the wrong way or whatnot. But when I seen how he was coming up with all these weird ass allegations and shit and trying to make it seem like they were facts on Sean, it rubbed me in a very wrong way. He said Sean was abusing drugs. Sean Roden didn't do drugs. Sean Roden had a drink, gave himself a fucking hangover out of this world. He was like, brother, I don't know what the fuck I thought drinking something. He didn't abuse drugs. Sean Roden, me and him talked about our protocols a lot. Me and him are the most two bodybuilders that get laughed at for taking the same amount of shit that a woman would take, if not, a woman would take even more than what we take, you know. And, you know, we would just bounce ideas around. Never once me and him talked about doing some drugs. Never once we talked and he was like, I'm feeling down and all of this. You know, shit, we had already started planning for him touching stage in 2022. Sean Roden was gonna touch the stage. Now, Sean Ray talking about some, oh, he wasn't getting ready for them show. Sean Ray need to shut the fuck up because all he had to do is just ask somebody that really truly knew him. The man was he was gonna touch the stage. He was already set to go. Why else would another company get behind him and start the partnership with him? Why else would they do that? You see what I'm saying? And when he was at the Olympia, the fans showed Sean nothing but love. I hit Sean while he was out there. I called him. I said, brother, my fucking heart just melted when I seen how when your picture came up on a Jumbotron and the fans went crazy. I said, they still love you. They still miss you. And they still there for you. He was like, brother, this is good. Like, man, you need to come out here. I said, I'm still moving. So he told Dexter, like, yeah, Mac gonna come out here too. He was trying to get me out there all the way to the last day because, you know, when we get together, it's going to be a fucking party. You know what I'm saying? And I was moving. You know, I had to move and I had to finish packing and everything. And so then when I was just in Hawaii on vacation, we were talking about 3 hours before he passed. And he hit me like, where your ass at now? I said, oh man, Hawaii is beautiful out here. And then I sent him a video and it was a whole bunch of naked women dancing, just having a good time. He was like, what the fuck? I didn't know you party like that. He said, I need to be out there with you right now. I said, you need to get out here. And by 4:35 in the morning, I see messages on YouTube coming in through my email. I was getting DMs on Instagram. I was getting text messages on my phones, and everybody just was saying, I'm sending you my condolences. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And they was like, Sean not here no more. So then Tarek, my friend Tarek, one of the head judges in John Lindsay, he texted me. It was like, he's gone. I said, nah. I said, I've been calling his phone. He's not answering right now. I was like, he gonna pick up. He's not answering. And I was in denial. Because I'm like, we just talked. I was in denial. You know, and I was on my trip with the family, and I had to force a smile. I had to force having a good time. I had to force all of that. You know, and then hear how Sean Ray was talking. If Sean Ray wasn't the type that I know would call the police, I would fuck him up. Bad. You know. My friend died from a heartbreak. Stress. He lost everything. In 3 years, nobody ever heard him complain. Not once. Not once. He lost it all. And he was this close to putting his life back together. And even when that was going on, you get Nick make a video talking shit. Sean said he reached out to him. He said, when I see him, I'm gonna fuck him up. I said, all right, you know if I'm there. Everybody know how I move. That's the God honest truth. He not here, but he here. You know, and none of that had to do with no goddamn enhancements, steroids, or anything. You know, stress is the most silent killer there is. Y'all, let me know who y'all know that done lost everything, from your wife to your child to your career to your finances to materialistic stuff. Tell me somebody who lost that and didn't lose their mind. Sean didn't lose his. He still walked around and said, brother, I let that shit go off my back. He like, anyway, what's up with you? He'll sit there. He was the only one in fitness that'll support my brand. He wore the hell out of my shirts, my hats. Not because he was looking for a handout, just because he truly valued me as a friend. And that right there meant a lot to me, because I'm like, damn, I know multiple peoples that has my stuff, and not once ever bored, showed it, like, not once. But he wore it because he loved it. His daughter loved my hats. His daughter took all my hats. He hit me like, rather she had took my last hat again. I'm like, I'm gonna send you some more stuff out there, and you make sure that she keep what she just took from you. You know, this video could go on and on. Only reason why I'm making this video is because I seen all the fake people's trying to use their platforms now for views to speak up on them. And when I seen Sean Ray always think he knows the way and got all the answers, that motherfucker retired because he couldn't win the fucking Olympia and was in his feelings, got emotional. That's what it was. Big Ronnie hit the scene and he knew that was it. Motherfuckers don't want to be honest with themselves. But us fans that's been fans since the goddamn 80s and 70, late 70, 80, 90, 2000s, we know what's going on with a lot of peoples. And like I said, if he wasn't the type of motherfucker that I know would call the police, I'll fuck him up. Because at the end of the day, that's my friend. And if my friend was here, he would know that I'll fuck him up too. But he'll call the cops. Unless he want to schedule getting in the ring, two old niggas in the ring, we'll see who hard to pop. But I know it ain't even gonna happen, so I gotta just take this one on the chin, because we know what happened when Mack Truck takes shit too far. You know, I become the motherfucking bad guy, and right now it wouldn't do no good for Sean for me to be getting myself locked up for punching a coward in the mouth. Not for him speaking on the dead. I could care less about that because he's not dead. His energy is still out here. But for him speaking up like he have the facts, he don't have the facts. He don't know what the fuck's going on. He can't tell his motherfucking asshole from a hole in the wall. You know, that's that short man complex. You know what I'm saying? He was so quick to speak negative on everybody. Dallas, George, Sean, shit, Ronnie. He speak negative on everybody. But at the end of the day, that motherfucker ain't busting a grape in a watermelon fight. He ain't gonna throw a brick in a blackout. None of them, him or Nick. They need to stop doing shit for views, because I give them some serious views. If they want some views, I give them some views, both of them motherfuckers. I make they motherfucking pages blow all the way up. You know, it ain't nothing but a conversation if that's what they looking for. They need to stop barking up the wrong trees. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, my partner ain't here to defend himself. And when he was here, I always spoke out on how I felt about it. It ain't nothing changed. It's still the same thing going on. And I'm going to continue making sure that his name live on until my motherfucking clock run out. I'll holler at y'all later.